Instead of going to college, instead of playing baseball or being an academic scholar or being an artist or being a dancer or being a musician, instead of that, you're in jail. Because of one decision you made when you couldn't take a deep breath, or when you couldn't count to 100, or when you couldn't go tell the teacher or draw art. When you just decided that you were going to take that 1 second and set back everything. How many of you guys in here have people that depend on you? Doesn't it feel good to have people that depend on you?
Yes, because it makes you
Now, when you have people that depend on you, doesn't it make you not want to let them down?
Like if someone really close to you dies, and you know the time when they said, my friend died, depend on you, and then you keep trying and trying, and then one day you get there and you're like, yes.
Right, nice. Well said, well said. Okay, but I also want you guys to understand that when you have people depending on you, and it feels good knowing that you are not letting them down, what does that mean? That means you are controlling your anger, anybody that may make you upset or mad. You are controlling it rather than letting it get out of control and or not controlling it. Okay? It's called being at one with your emotions. How many of you guys know Bruce Lee? Okay, now we all know he did karate, right? That's what he did. He fought. I'm a second-degree black belt myself. I'm in martial arts. Do you think martial arts teaches us how to fight?
Yes.
Or how to control our emotions?
Control.
Okay? It teaches us how to control our emotions. Now the fighting part is cool, and that's what Bruce Lee did. And it's really not the fighting part. It's really, it teaches you how to defend and protect yourself. Okay? Not fighting, but to protect and defend yourself. But do you know what Bruce Lee said? Since it was what he did, and he did the martial arts and all that, and he was in karate, he said he always had to be alone with his emotions. He said if he ever lost his self-control, he would lose every time he got upset. Every time. When you're out there playing baseball, and you're going up against the pitcher, do you think you're going to have more success hitting that ball if you're under control? Or do you think you're going to have more success hitting the ball if you're not at one with your emotions and you've lost all self-control? You're probably not going to hit the ball, right? So it carries over from school to athletics to home life, academics, everything. It carries over that when somebody challenges your emotions or your control, it carries over, and it's important that no matter what arena of life you are in, whether it be sports or school, or you're at home with your sisters or your brothers or your mom, when something happens and you're like, you know what? I think I want to stick my foot up so-and-so's you know what. When that happens, you gotta take a time out, right? You gotta say, well, that's not gonna be the thing to do. My shoes probably gonna smell anyway. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just a lose-lose situation. It's something you don't want to do. Instead, you do all of the good ideas it is you guys suggested. You go talk to a teacher, you go draw some art, you go listen to some music, drink some water, count to 10, do whatever it is you have to do to avoid that conflict. You understand what I'm saying? These shirts you guys have on, they're natural born leader shirts. They're ball, be a leader shirts. Do you think somebody that is out of control and angry and mad and always fighting and getting in trouble, do you think that's a leader?
No.
Because that's a follower.
That's a follower. Absolutely, that's a follower.
If people is like if he's following him and they end up doing something like robbing the store, then they're gonna be like, then they're gonna be telling
Going to
him,
juvie hall.
yeah, he's gonna say it was him. I wasn't even there, so I don't know. They're like, you was there with me, and they're gonna be lying because they're trying to get out of it, but keep him in. And then the policeman said, well, we caught you on camera, and then he might say that everyone else was there.
Right. Okay. Yes.
People say if you lie, you get in more trouble. When you tell the truth, you're less trouble.
Well, you know, lying has a lot to do with one not having self-control or being at one with their emotions. They're all out of place. They think they're gonna get in trouble. So right at that one moment when they should have made the right decision, they lose their self-control and they lie. And they're like, oh, I was on the moon. That's why I'm late. I was on the moon. It doesn't, you know, you're just in more trouble. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now you can either sit crisscross like this, or you can get like me and this young gentleman. Let's do this. This is what we used to do. This is called a meditation position. This is what we used to do in martial arts after every class. And we would say a list of virtues. Who knows what virtues are? Virtues are guidelines that you live by that help you get through life. They are things that you practice and preach, okay? So, I'm going to say 3 words, and I want you guys to repeat after me, okay? Say, I love myself. I love myself. One more time. I love myself. Okay, it is very important that you start out with that you understand. In order for you to love your mom, love your sister, love your friends, you must love yourself. You cannot take care of anybody or help anybody unless you're taking care of yourself and helping yourself. Okay? You cannot loan anybody some money if you're not working hard and making money. Okay? You can't give anybody enough food if you're not working hard, handling your responsibilities and doing what you're supposed to do, as you guys learned in the other session. Okay? It's important that you always understand you must love yourself. If you love yourself, you'll make good decisions, won't you? You won't have any real self-control issues because you love yourself. You understand that since I love myself, I need to think about what is going on and what it is I am about to do. If we think before we talk, and we think before we act, we 9 times out of 10 will always make the right decision because we thought about it and we took time to sit back and think about it. Okay? You guys got these Natural Born Leader shirts on because you're leaders. Okay? If there's one thing I will follow another leader. Okay? But I'll never follow a follower. Okay? You understand? I want you guys to make it so that those followers out there follow you. And in hand, you will change them into leaders. And then you just got leaders following leaders. And that can work, right? Nobody's jumping off no bridges. Nobody's getting in trouble. Nobody's yelling at each other. Nobody's mad. Okay? All right.